Welcome back to Horoscope TV. We're just so thrilled to have you here joining us again.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Today we have a really fascinating conversation lined up for you.
Oh,
So, if you are a Leo or, if you have a special Leo in your life, you will want to get comfortable and just listen closely to this one.
absolutely. You really need to hear this.
We are looking directly at the astrological data, so the location of the planets, the transits, the moon phases, all of it. And we are looking at the week of March 9 to March 15.
Yes, and I have to say, the sky is incredibly busy this week.
It really is.
There's just a lot of movement happening up there right now.
Right. And our clear mission today is to look closely at all this astrological data and the resulting predictions for you, Leo. We want to extract the most important insights so you know exactly what is coming.
Yeah, we want you to be prepared.
Exactly. And just looking at the overall mood of the sky, this is going to be a highly active, totally bold, and changing week for you. It is packed with major planetary moves that will touch, every single part of your life.
Every part, from your money to your love life.
Yeah, we are going to cover your daily work, your health, your money, love, all of it.
It really is a massive week.
Mm-hmm.
As I analyze the planetary locations and all the transits happening between March 9 and March 15, I can just see that the energy is shifting rapidly.
Shifting fast, right?
Very fast. But do not worry. We will analyze all of this data to help you understand exactly what to expect and, how to handle it.
Okay, let's unpack this right from the very beginning. We're going to start with segment 1, which I am calling A Bright Beginning.
I like that title. It fits perfectly.
It does, right, because the week starts on Monday, March 9, and the sky opens up with a really beautiful connection. The planet Mercury makes a bright, wonderful connection with lucky Jupiter.
Yeah, and this specific connection is called a trine.
A trine, okay.
Right. So in astrology, a trine happens when two planets are about 120 degrees apart in the sky.
Okay, so they are pretty far apart, but connected.
Exactly. And they are usually in the same element. So like two fire signs or two water signs. Because they speak the same language, the energy flows easily between them. There is zero friction.
Zero friction sounds great.
It is. Now, Mercury is the planet that controls how we think, how we process information, and how we talk to people.
Right, and Jupiter is the planet of big growth, good luck, and expansion.
Yes.
Let me stop you there for a second, because I want to make sure we really understand these two planets before we combine them. Mercury is the messenger, right? Like the communication guy.
Yes, exactly. In the old stories and mythology, Mercury was the messenger of the gods. He wore those shoes with wings and traveled really fast.
The winged shoes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So in your daily life, Mercury represents your mind. It is your text messages, your emails, your quick thoughts, and just the way you solve daily puzzles.
And Jupiter's the big guy.
Jupiter is the king. It is literally the largest planet in our solar system. And
Wait, doesn't its gravity actually protect Earth?
yes, it does. It pulls away dangerous space rocks.
That is so cool.
It really is. And in astrology, Jupiter protects us too. It brings gifts, growth, and a feeling of hope. So when the winged messenger of the mind connects with the king of luck without any friction at all, I analyze a huge wave of happy, positive thinking heading straight for you.
That sounds incredible for a Monday morning. Nobody likes Mondays, but this sounds great.
It is the best way to start a week.
But what does that actually look like for our Leo listeners' daily life? Do they just wake up smiling for absolutely no reason?
They might just wake up in a great mood, yes. But practically, you can expect some excellent happy news regarding your creative projects or your romantic life.
So actual good news coming in.
Real news. And your mind will be full of big, bright ideas. Because Jupiter makes everything bigger and Mercury is your mind, you will feel like you can figure anything out.
Like a super brain.
Yeah, basically, if you have been stuck on a problem at work, the answer will just pop right into your head.
I imagine this is great for writers or artists. If Mercury is communication and Jupiter is growth, a Leo who is, say, writing a book or painting a picture might suddenly have a massive breakthrough.
Exactly. The ideas will flow fast. You will feel highly positive and confident in your ideas.
That is the exact kind of Monday energy we all want. And here is where it gets really interesting, because on that exact same day, March 9, the moon moves into the sign of Sagittarius.
What is fascinating here is the element of fire. Sagittarius is a fire sign.
Just like you, Leo.
Right. And the moon controls your deep feelings, your instincts, and your reactions. It changes signs every 2.5 days, and it acts like a filter for your emotions.
A filter, okay.
Yeah, so when the moon moves into a fellow fire sign, you feel comfortable, you feel like yourself. But Sagittarius energy is very specific.
How so? What makes Sagittarius different from Leo?
They are both fire, right?
Ugh.
They are, but they burn differently. Well, Leo is the fire of the burning sun. It is warm, central, and proud. It brings people in.
Yeah, the center of the solar system.
Exactly. Sagittarius is the fire of a flying arrow. It wants to travel, it wants to explore, and most importantly, it brings a strong, pure desire for total truth.
The truth.
Yes, the symbol of Sagittarius is the archer pointing an arrow at the sky, always searching for the highest meaning.
Oh, wow. So when the moon is in Sagittarius, Leo's feelings are suddenly all wrapped up in the search for the truth.
Yes, this alignment will ignite real joy and pure honesty in your life. You will not want to deal with lies or fake things at all today.
No fake smile.
None. You only want what is real.
Yeah.
You want honest conversations and true feelings for the people around you.
I can actually see how that might cause a little bit of friction. Leos are already very proud people. They highly value loyalty. So on March 9, if a Leo is talking to someone who is clearly lying or just trying to be trendy and fake, the Leo is just going to walk away. Right.
They will walk away, and they will not feel bad about it for 1 second.
Good for them.
That is the true beauty of this day. Because you are also getting that happy Mercury and Jupiter energy we just talked about. Walking away from fake people will not make you sad. It will make you feel free.
That has amazing.
You will realize that you simply do not have space in your life for nonsense.
Freedom and truth. That is such a powerful combination. Now, let us move forward just a couple of days to Wednesday, March 11. Because looking at the data, this seems like the absolute most exciting cosmic event of the week.
Oh, it definitely is.
Jupiter finally stops moving backward and goes fully direct.
This raises a really important point about how planets move. We need to talk about what retrograde actually means because for many months now, Jupiter has been in retrograde.
A lot of people hear the word retrograde and they panic. They think everything is just going to break.
Yeah, that is a common fear, mostly because everyone talks about Mercury retrograde breaking computers and phones.
Oh, wow.
But every planet goes retrograde. It is basically an optical illusion. Because Earth and the other planets orbit the sun at totally different speeds, there are times when Earth passes another planet.
Okay, I am picturing the orbit.
Right, so when we pass it, from our viewpoint on Earth, it looks like that planet stops, turns around, and moves backward against the background of the stars.
Like when you are driving fast on the highway and you pass a slower car, for a second, it looks like the slower car is moving backward.
That is a perfect example exactly. Now, when a planet looks like it is moving backward, the energy it rules in our lives also feels like it is moving backward, or at least stalling.
It gets stuck.
Right. And Jupiter is the planet of luck, travel, learning, and forward growth. So while it has been retrograde, things in those areas might have felt very slow for you, Leo.
So what happens on March 11 when it finally turns around and moves direct?
The stall is totally over. It brings incredible, deep, lucky energy and forward movement. When I analyze this specific data for a Leo, this forward movement is going to directly hit your plans for travel and your goals for learning new things.
That is so exciting. Let's really dig into that. Say a Leo has been wanting to take a big trip across the country or overseas, but for the last few months, they just could not get the time off work, or the flights were way too expensive.
Yeah, a lot of roadblocks.
Right. They had to keep their travel plans hidden in a drawer. What happens now?
Now is the time when those hidden travel plans start moving forward safely. The obstacles will just start to vanish.
Just disappear.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Maybe the flight prices drop suddenly, or the boss finally approves the vacation time. The energy is supporting the movement now.
And what about learning? You mentioned higher learning, too.
Yes, Jupiter loves education. It rules big ideas and philosophy. If you have had goals to go back to school, take a new class, or learn a big new skill to maybe change careers, March 11 is the day the lucky energy returns to that area.
So they should take action.
Absolutely. You will feel totally supported to safely move forward with these educational goals.
I love the idea of a Leo signing up for a class they've been thinking about for 6 months and finally feeling really good about it. Okay, so March 9 and March 11 are bringing bright, forward-moving energy. Now let's transition into segment 2.
This is a fun one.
Yes, we need to talk about your romantic life, and things are getting very intense. I am calling this segment Breaking the Rules of Love.
That is a very accurate title based on the transits we are seeing right now.
On Tuesday, March 10th, a truly beautiful spark happens when Venus connects with Pluto. Venus is the planet of love, and Pluto is the planet of deep, intense changes.
What is fascinating here is how incredibly different these two planets are. Venus wants harmony, sweet romance, nice dinners, and gentle affection.
The classic romantic stuff.
Right. Venus wants everything to look beautiful on the surface. But Pluto operates entirely in the dark. Yeah. In old myths, Pluto was the god of the underworld. He rules the things that are hidden, the deep psychology, the secrets, and the powerful transformations that happen when we let go of our old selves.
So when the planet of sweet romance meets the planet of the dark underworld, what does that feel like for a Leo?
It brings intensely strong emotional bonds. This is not a light, casual date night energy at all.
No small talk.
None. You will feel totally ready to merge your souls safely and securely with your loving partner. It is all about deep, intense passion.
Merging your soul. That sounds heavy. I actually want to ask you about that because Leos love being the star of the show. They love their independence and they love shining brightly.
Yes, they do.
Does merging their soul with someone else scare them? Do they worry about losing their spotlight?
That is a very smart question. Usually, yes.
Hmm.
A Leo wants to stand out as an individual. But Pluto's energy is so magnetic and powerful that it breaks down those fears.
It overrides the pride.
Yes. On March 10th, the Leo listener will actually crave that deep connection. They will realize that sharing their deepest self with someone they trust does not dim their light at all. It actually makes the flame burn much hotter.
Wow. So they are not going to be happy with just holding hands and talking about the weather.
No, they will want to know their partner's deepest thoughts. They will ask hard questions. They will want to share their own fears and dreams, too. They want to feel a true, secure bond that goes way beyond the surface level.
Leo, you have a very big, warm heart. You love very hard. So on March 10th, do not be afraid to let those deep feelings show. If you are single, maybe you meet someone who instantly feels like you have known them for 100 years.
Yes, that is very possible with Pluto.
It is a safe time to be passionate and connected. But then we move to Friday, March 13, and things get pretty wild.
Yes, the energy shifts drastically. On March 13, Venus connects with Lilith.
Wild Lilith. Okay, we really need to spend some time on this because Lilith's energy is fascinating and a lot of people just do not know what it is. It's not exactly a planet, right?
Correct, it is not a planet. In modern astrology, Black Moon Lilith is a mathematical point in space.
A mathematical point.
Yeah, it is the exact point along the moon's orbit that is farthest away from Earth. It represents the dark, completely untamed side of feminine energy. In the old stories, Lilith was the first wife of Adam, before Eve.
Right.
She absolutely refused to be submissive, so she left the garden and went out into the wild totally on her own.
She chose freedom over following the rules.
Exactly. So Lilith represents rebellion. It is the part of us that refuses to conform, the part that is wild, raw, and fierce.
I love that.
So when Venus, the planet of love, hits this exact point in the sky, you will feel fiercely bold and rebellious in your relationship.
This is a huge shift from the deep, secure bonding we just talked about on the 10th. Tuesday's deep bonding, Friday is wild rebellion.
It is a massive shift. You are going to look at your normal romantic routine and just totally reject it. You will absolutely want to break boring traditional rules.
Give me an example. What does breaking the rules of love actually look like for a Leo on a Friday night?
Well, it means refusing to do the expected thing. You will not want to go to the same restaurant and order the same meal.
That sounds boring anyway.
Right. You might tell your partner to pack a bag because you are driving to the mountains for the weekend with zero planning. Or you might decide to stay home, turn off your phones, lock the doors, and just have a private, wild evening away from the rest of the world.
I can just picture this perfectly. You want a private adventure where you can just be wild together. You want to feel fully alive.
Yes, the action plan here is to use this rebellious energy. Plan something unexpected. Let your natural, mysterious, and warm Leo charm shine brightly.
And Lilith rewards that, right?
Oh, Lilith energy loves it when you are confident and yourself without caring about what society says you should do. If you want to eat dessert first, eat dessert first. Just enjoy every moment of that adventure.
That sounds like an amazing week for love. Deep conversations on Tuesday and wild rebellion on Friday. But of course, we also have to go to work and, pay our bills.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. Let's move into segment 3. Clearing the desk and guarding the wallet. We are going to focus on your career and your money forecast here.
This is a very practical part of the week. The sky is asking you to get organized and make some smart choices.
Let's jump back to Wednesday, March 11. We already talked about Jupiter going direct on this day, which brings luck. But the moon is also doing something very important. It reaches its last quarter phase.
The lunar cycle is deeply tied to our personal habits. The new moon is for starting things. The full moon is when things reach their absolute peak.
And the last quarter.
The last quarter moon, which happens about a week after the full moon, is always a time of letting go. It is time to clear the space before the very next cycle begins.
So how does that affect a Leo's work life?
If we look at the bigger picture of your career, this is the exact time to let go of outdated daily career goals. The data is telling you to totally clear your heavy desk.
I want to push back on this a little bit, actually. Leos are known for their pride. They are fixed fire signs, meaning they stick to their goals. They do not like to quit. Wouldn't dropping a project hurt their pride? How do they navigate the ego hit of just stepping away from something?
That is the core challenge for Leo here. Yes, dropping a project feels like a failure to a fire sign, but you really have to change your perspective. Think of a gardener.
A gardener. Okay.
If a gardener cuts dead branches off a tree, they are not failing. They are cutting the dead weight to make room for new, healthy leaves to grow.
Oh, that is a great analogy.
You are dealing with hard, demanding work projects that simply do not pay enough anymore. Or maybe you are trying to impress a boss who is never going to give you a promotion anyway.
Just a dead end.
Right. It is a heavy struggle, and the reward is not there. Leaving that behind is not quitting. It is making a smart business decision. You need to clear your desk to make room for better, well-paying opportunities.
That makes perfect sense. If you keep holding on to the work that drains you, the new opportunities from lucky Jupiter have literally nowhere to land. Your hands are full of heavy rocks, so you cannot catch the goal.
Exactly. So on March 11th, review your tasks. Find the heavy rocks and just drop them.
Because the very next day, Thursday, March 12th, the moon enters Capricorn. And this is when you need your hands free to do the real work.
Capricorn energy is earth energy. It is grounded, serious, and highly ambitious. Capricorn is represented by the mountain goat, slowly and carefully climbing to the very top of the highest peak.
Taking it one step at a time.
Yes. When the moon shifts into Capricorn on March 12, your feelings will turn perfectly towards your local career ambitions.
So no more wild dreaming on this day. It is all about practical steps.
Yes. Your focus will turn to strict daily communication. You will feel a serious need to prove how brilliant and worthy you are at your job.
What does strict daily communication look like for a Leo?
It means sending very clear, serious emails. It means organizing your files, updating your resume, or having a very direct conversation with your boss about your value.
And they can do that now.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you just cleared your desk the day before. You now have the space to show off your best skills.
I love how those 2 days work together.
Yeah.
Drop the bad stuff on Wednesday, prove your worth on Thursday. Now let's talk about the money itself. We have some highs and warnings for your wallet this week.
This is crucial data.
Let's start with the good news back on Monday, March 9. We mentioned Mercury and Jupiter connecting.
Yes, the mind and the planet of luck. While that brings happy news to your creative projects and love life, it also brings brilliant, safe, and highly creative financial ideas right to your sharp mind.
Like what? What kind of ideas?
You might suddenly think of a great way to save money on your monthly bills. Or you might have a brilliant idea for a side business that uses your creative talents.
Oh, I see.
Maybe you figure out how to monetize a hobby you already enjoy doing.
And then on March 11, when Jupiter finally goes direct,
That is when the heavy blocks holding back your money growth totally disappear. You have probably felt stuck financially for the last few months.
like nothing was moving.
Right. Maybe payments were delayed or you could not save any extra cash. But on March 11, you will feel a massive sense of true abundance and safe security.
The gears are turning again. Monday brings the great idea. Wednesday brings the forward movement to actually make it happen. That is a really great financial forecast. But I need to jump in here with a very big warning.
Yes, the warning.
Because on Friday, March 13, Mars connects with the North Node.
This is a transit that requires complete caution. We need to break down these two players. Mars is the planet of action, war, speed, and aggression. It is hot energy.
It is the gas pedal.
Yes, the gas pedal pressed all the way to the floor. Now, the North Node is not a planet. It is a mathematical point similar to Lilith, but it represents our karmic destiny.
Our destiny.
It is the direction we are heading in the future. It represents a hunger for growth.
So when the planet of speed and war meets the point of future hunger, what happens?
You might feel a powerful push to take a huge risk. The North Node makes Mars feel like it needs to conquer the future right this very second.
Oh boy.
For your money, this means you might feel a sudden, urgent desire to make a massive financial choice.
Like putting all your savings into a random stock you heard about on the internet, or maybe buying a car that is way too expensive just because you want it right now.
Yes, The urgency will feel very real. You will feel like if you do not buy it today, you will miss out forever. But I strongly advise you to be completely careful. Do not make any massive or risky financial choices on March 13th.
Leo, you heard the expert. Lock your wallet away on Friday. I know that feeling of urgency. It feels like a fire in your stomach. But remember the mountain goat from Thursday, slow and steady.
Waiting is the smartest strategy here. The desire to risk it all will pass in a day or two. The safe, secure energy from Jupiter is much better for your long-term wealth than this risky Mars energy. Just wait.
That is a great reminder. Okay, we have covered a lot of action in work and money. Let's take a deep breath and move into segment 4. This is all about healing energy and staying calm.
A very necessary segment.
We are going to focus on your physical health and your mental wellness. And again, the good news starts on Wednesday, March 11.
March 11 truly is the anchor of the week for you, Leo. We just keep coming back to Jupiter going direct.
It is a big day.
We know it helps your travel plans and your money, but it also gives your physical health a wonderful, massive boost of fiery energy.
I love the sound of a healing wave. What does that actually feel like in the physical body?
It feels like finally waking up. I analyze this energy, and it shows that a deep, pure, magical healing energy will wash over your body and spirit. If you have been carrying around any deep-hidden, sad tiredness, that feeling is going to completely vanish.
Sad tiredness. I know exactly what you mean. It is that feeling when you sleep for 8 hours, but you still wake up feeling heavy, like your spirit is tired, not just your muscles.
Yes, exactly. When Jupiter is retrograde, fire signs often feel that heavy tiredness because their natural ruling element is being suppressed.
The fire is dimmed.
Right. But when it goes direct, it is like opening the curtains and letting the bright morning sun hit your face. The heavy feeling will vanish, giving you bright, active energy. You will want to move, stretch, and be active.
That is beautiful. So that is Wednesday. Then a few days later on Saturday, March 14th, the moon moves into Aquarius.
Aquarius energy is very interesting for you, Leo, because it sits directly across from your sign in the zodiac wheel. In astrology, the sign opposite to yours represents partnership, but also balance.
How does that play out for their health?
When the moon is in Aquarius, I analyze a strong desire to safely focus on your well-being, specifically at home. Aquarius rules the ankles and the nervous system, and it favors unconventional approaches.
So not going to a loud, crowded gym and lifting heavy weights.
No, you will want a quiet, safe environment. March 14 is a great day to try a new, fun, quiet, and safe exercise routine right in your living room.
Something a little different, right? Since Aquarius likes unconventional things.
Exactly. Maybe you find a strange new stretching video online, or you do some quiet yoga, or just some simple movements that make your body feel good without any stress at all.
That sounds nice.
The goal is to calm your nervous system in your own private space.
That sounds like a perfect Saturday plan, just taking care of yourself in your own space, trying something new but gentle. However, we need to prepare you for Sunday, March 15th. Because this is the danger zone for the week when it comes to your health.
Yes, Sunday is tricky.
On Sunday, Mercury meets fiery hot Mars.
This is an intense combination. And as we discussed, Mercury is how fast your brain works and how you speak. Mars is fire, speed, and aggression.
Right.
When they meet in the same exact spot in the sky on March 15, it brings a massive burst of rapid mental speed. Your brain will be moving so fast.
And because Mars is involved, it gives you the courage to speak your beautiful mind safely. Leo, you are already good at speaking your mind. You are not shy. But with Mars here, you are going to be very direct. Maybe too direct.
That is exactly where the danger lies. While it is good to speak your truth for your physical well-being, you must be absolutely careful to remain perfectly calm.
I want to understand this connection better. Why does speaking my mind hurt my physical health?
Because of the nervous system. The fiery energy of Mars can cause intense stress in the body if you let your anger or your fast thoughts take control. When you get into a heated debate, your heart rate goes up, your blood pressure spikes, and your body releases stress hormones.
Like adrenaline.
Right. On March 15, your body is very sensitive to these stress hormones.
So getting too worked up, talking too fast, or getting into an argument is actually going to make them feel physically sick or exhausted.
Yes. Your nervous system could get totally overloaded. You might end the day with a terrible headache or feel completely drained. You must use your mind to force your body to remain calm.
Let's talk about how to actually do that, because keeping calm when your brain is racing and someone is annoying you is really hard. Leo, if you find yourself in a conversation on Sunday that is making your heart beat fast and you want to just yell your opinion, remember this forecast. Pause. Drink a glass of cold water.
Drinking cold water is a very practical way to reset the nervous system.
Right. It forces you to swallow and breathe. So pause, drink water, and then speak your mind softly. You can still say what you mean, but just lower your volume. It will protect your health.
That is excellent advice. You can be direct without being loud. Calmness is your shield on March 15. Protect your physical peace by completely controlling your reactions.
Perfect. We have survived the danger zone. Now, let's move into our final segment, segment 5. This is your cosmic toolkit for the week. We are going to look at your matches, your colors, and your numbers.
The fun stuff.
Yes, these are the tools you can use to navigate the week with an advantage. Let's start with the best match. Your best match for this week is Libra.
What is fascinating here is how clearly the data points to Libra as the perfect companion for you this week, Leo.
Why does it work so well? Usually, fire and air make a big flame. Sometimes that is good. Sometimes it burns the house down.
True. Air feeds fire. But if we look back at the March 9 astrological data...
Your lucky alignment.
Yes, that lucky alignment between Mercury and Jupiter. It highlights a shared love between you and Libra. You both will have a deep, shared love for brilliant, rapid ideas and fast-paced conversations.
I can picture this perfectly. A Leo and a Libra sitting at a coffee shop, talking a mile a minute about philosophy, art, movies, and the future. They're just bouncing ideas off each other constantly.
Yes, highly engaging, elegant conversations.
Yeah.
And beyond just talking, Libra totally understands your intense need for admiration.
Let's expand on that. Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty and love, right?
Yes, Libra loves beauty, balance, and making people feel good. They're natural diplomats. Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun wants to shine and be noticed.
So they fit together.
When these two get together, the Libra naturally knows how to complement the Leo and make them feel special without feeling threatened by the Leo's bright light.
That is so sweet. Libra easily matches your creative, active energy.
You will spend fast hours laughing together without ever feeling bored. It is a wonderful, easy connection.
So if you want to go to a fun event, check out a new art gallery, or go on a social adventure this week, call your favorite Libra friend. But on the other side of the coin, we have a warning. Your worst match this week is Scorpio.
The energy of Scorpio is highly active this week, but it is moving in the exact opposite direction of your energy, Leo.
Explain the mechanics of this clash. Why does it fail so badly right now?
Let's analyze the elements. Leo is fixed fire. Scorpio is fixed water.
Both fixed.
Right. Fixed signs are stubborn. They do not like to change their minds. When fire and water meet, they create steam, which obscures everything, or the water just puts the fire out.
And looking at the transits, they are acting very differently right now.
Yes. You, Leo, are feeling that bright Jupiter and Sagittarius energy we talked about. You want to run out and brightly socialize with the fast world. You want to tell the truth and be loud.
And Scorpio.
Scorpio's energy right now is secretive, slow, and dark.
So while Leo wants to be on stage, Scorpio wants to hide in the basement.
Especially after March 11, when Jupiter goes direct. Scorpios will become deeply focused on their internal, slow, dark feelings. They're doing shadow work. They want to stay hidden in the quiet shadows. If you try to pull them out into your bright, fast world, they will strongly resist.
And the conflict probably gets even worse by the end of the week, right? Because of what happens on Sunday the 15th with Mercury and Mars.
Yes. On March 15th, your communication becomes very fast, direct, and blunt. Your fast words will be way too sudden for Scorpio.
Because they're already feeling slow and sensitive down in their shadows.
Exactly. Your bluntness will cause their slow, sensitive feelings to get annoyed. They might feel attacked. Because they are a fixed sign, they will fight back. This will lead to heavily exhausting and totally unnecessary fights.
Exhausting fights are the worst. They drain all your energy. So, Leo, the action plan here is simple. If you have a Scorpio friend, a Scorpio coworker, or even a Scorpio partner, give them plenty of space this week. Let them stay in their quiet, hidden shadows.
It is the safest choice.
Do not force them to go out to a loud party, and definitely watch your blunt words around them on Sunday. Go call your Libra friend instead.
That is the most practical way to handle the data we are seeing. Protect your peace by choosing the right social connections. Let the Scorpio rest.
All right, let's wrap up this cosmic toolkit with some lucky extras. Leo, your lucky color for the week is gold. And for those of you who work in design or like the exact digital match, the color code is hashtag FFD700. Gold is just so perfect for a Leo.
It makes perfect sense. As we mentioned, Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun is gold. Wearing gold, whether it is jewelry, a shirt, or even just keeping that color visible around you, will help attract all that lucky Jupiter energy we talked about.
It is a visual reminder of your own worth and brightness. I love that. And grab your calendar because your best dates this week are Monday, March 9, Tuesday, March 10th, and Saturday, March 14th.
Those dates beautifully align with the happy Mercury news, the deep romantic bonding with Pluto, and your safe, quiet home wellness day. Those are the days when the energy flows with the absolute least resistance.
And finally, your lucky numbers to keep an eye out for are 1, 10, 19, 28, 37, and 46. Write those down, put them on a sticky note. Okay, we have covered so much amazing ground today. We talked about Jupiter bringing luck and healing, Venus bringing wild and deep love, the need to clear your desk, and how to protect your nervous system on Sunday.
Before we finish, I want to leave you with one final provocative thought to really explore on your own. We talked extensively about Wednesday, March 11th.
The day you need to clear your heavy desk and let go of demanding bad projects.
Yes, wiping the slate clean and dropping the heavy rocks so you can finally catch the gold. So my question for you to mull over is this. Once you actually clear off your desk and let go of those bad projects this week, what completely new, totally wild dream would you put on that clean desk if you knew you could not fail?
Oh, I love that question. If fear was gone and you knew you could not fail, what wild dream gets the spotlight? Think about that, Leo. Dream big because Jupiter is supporting you. Thank you so much for listening to the episode on Horoscope TV. We are grateful for your time, and we hope this forecast helps you navigate your week with total confidence.
Use the energy wisely, and remember to protect your peace.
And hey, while you were thinking about that wild dream for your clean desk, I warmly suggest you subscribe to the show right now so you can easily get notified when the next episode is available. Have a bold, beautiful, and lucky week, Leo. We will see you next time.